Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to talk about how do catalysts help you to increase the rate of reaction. So let's get into the topic quickly. So here I would be showing you a graph which always goes for any reaction which are there. So this here is a graph. So this would be considered as time of the reaction, how much time is taking for the reaction, and this part will be considered as the energy. So the y-axis we consider as energy and the x-axis would be considered as time. So when we draw a graph, you would be always seeing that this is how the graph would be looking for a normal reaction. So this here I've drawn for exothermic. If there is endothermic, the graph would end somewhere here. So here this is the starting point for reactants, and this will be the ending point for the product. So through this graph, what do we understand is that when you want to start a reaction, okay, so this is the energy of the reactants. So it has to go up, and it comes to a point that is called as activation energy. Okay, so it goes. So there is a point on in the graph that is called as activation energy, where your reactants that are there, they will probably get converted to products. So what is happening here? That for the reactants to form products, first it requires a minimum amount of activation energy or energy that is need to be supplied to the reactant. So it reaches to the point of activation energy, and then it starts forming products. So the reactants which are there. So here I would be taking an example. We take it as H2 and Cl2, and the product here would be HCl. So consider the product reactants here, which are H2 and Cl2. They would be going to a point that is this point, and after reaching the activation energy, they they would form products that is HCl. This is a graph that you would be seeing when it's in case of an exothermic reaction. Whenever you have endothermic reaction, the products would you will get the product somewhere here, and therefore as per that the heat and it would be taken in and heat would be given off. So we won't be talking about endothermic and exothermic reactions here. We would be understanding how does catalyst help us to increase the rate of reaction. So here I hope you have understood what is activation energy. So activation energy is nothing but the minimum energy required for the reactants to be converted to products. Okay. So now what does catalyst do? So these are two graphs which I have drawn here. So I would be just mentioning which is a graph with the catalyst. So here we would be taking the same reactants, and you would be so here, for example, we would be taking reactants in H2 and Cl2, and the same you would be taking the same reactants, and you get the same products here, that is your HCl. So what we see that in the graph that we see without the catalyst, the amount of energy required that was very high as compared to the amount of activation energy required for with the catalyst. So what catalyst does is that it decreases the activation energy, through which the rate of reaction of forming products increases. So now in this case, reactants which are there, it would require more amount of heat, and therefore the products would be also which would be forming, it would be slow. But when you add in a catalyst, what it does is it basically decreases the activation energy. So now less energy is required to form the products to reach the peak. Therefore, the faster the products you will get. This is how the catalyst would help you to speed up a rate of reaction. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Thank you.